I was fortunate to have a father in a supervisor. That's what I call him. He is my mentor. Hello, the Voyage family. It's good to be here with you. I am Dr Abiola Oyinlola. I'm a lecturer, a researcher in microbiology, industrial microbiology to be precise. I started my PhD program in 2010 and I graduated in 2015. So I became a doctor, was addressed a doctor in August of 2015, which was when I did my final viva. Yeah, there are so many life lessons along the journey of this PhD program. You know, PhD, as we all know, takes a while to complete, and through the journey, you don't only learn academically. PhD teaches or impacts in so many ways. Um, you learn patience, you learn tolerance, you learn the never giving up spirit because I can tell you that that will come in at some point, but the ability to keep going, it really mattered a lot. I was fortunate to have a father in a supervisor. That's what I call him. He is my mentor. Um, the relationship between a student or a PhD student and the supervisor mattered a lot. Um, the you need to have that closeness. You need to be close to your supervisor to be able to tell your supervisor anything because they are not actually only supervising you academically. I was fortunate to have a supervisor who is interested in you, in your every area or every aspect of life because actually all this will also impact your PhD journey. So having a supervisor who is interested in your total well-being, fine, interested in you academically, but also, when things are going wrong, having someone who will know, even without you telling the person that things are spiraling down, it really matters. And I have one of such mentors, my supervisor, up till today. We are still very, very, very close. He's interested in my work, my progress, my career. So having a good rapport, a good relationship with your supervisor, because if you don't have that, it may hinder progress. You may finish the program eventually, but it may have some negative impact. Probably your supervisor or you are the one that cannot approach your supervisor easily. It has certain effect and impact on the journey. My highest point on the PhD journey, I would say, was actually the day I did my viva. I defended the entire work and it was approved. The lowest point, I am not sure now about the lowest point, but I know that at some point I was thinking, can I go on? Do I want to go on? So I feel I had some roadblocks at that point that was setting the work back then. Probably situations where you need certain reagents, certain equipment to work with, and you just could not lay your hands on them. There are some methodologies we need to use that we don't have the equipment here in my university. And we had to even go as far as sending some samples abroad. That cost a whole lot of money. Because if you don't have sponsorship or grants for such, you have to source for the funds anyway. So, at such points, I'm sure majority of people on such journey will encounter such scenarios at some point, and this can actually weigh someone down and feel like, can I go on? Do I still want to continue with this? But like I mentioned earlier, the never giving up spirits. We actually needed that. After my PhD program, I actually joined academics. I'm in academics now, like I mentioned. I'm a lecturer, I'm a researcher. I joined academics in 2017. That was 2 years post PhD. So I joined then, and how? I just saw an opportunity and I put in my best. I got the offer. I started lecturing in 2017 in a private university, called IC University. So I was there till 2023, and after which I joined the University of Ibadan, which is where I am currently as a lecturer. What do I wish I know about my field before embarking on it, or embarking on the journey? Well, as a microbiologist, I my first degree was in microbiology, my second degree was in microbiology, so it was a no-brainer for me. I fell in love with microbiology along the line, and I felt, oh, why not? And let's see microbiology in the advanced level. So it was seamless for me, even though in industrial microbiology, I felt I would have loved to know more about the medical or molecular aspect, which my eyes were not opened to that earlier. So that was how I found myself in the field of industrial microbiology, and so far so good. The profession, is a science-oriented profession, and in any science-oriented profession, it's usually hands-on. It's though technology is improving now, where you can do some dry lab experiment, but majorly wet lab is still very, very essential. So I would say what I really, or what I feel is lacking still in this aspect is access to wet lab reagents, equipment, if there can be grants or fund agencies that can contribute that to the field. I have undergraduate students, postgraduate students who I'm mentoring now, and just like I've been able to enjoy I would say, a super cool supervisor, that has been imbibed in me. So I see my students as mine. I try as much as possible to come down to their level to guide them through this journey they have also started. All the qualities I've learned in my supervisor is what I'm applying now into developing these mentees, so that they can also achieve the target, the goal they have set ahead of them. My journey after my PhD program, it's, they tell you, you may have heard that, okay, once you have a PhD, oh, the rest is history, blah, blah, blah. It's not always the case. I need to let you, it's not always the case. During the program, while you encounter certain challenges, that does not guarantee that, okay, you have the PhD now and it's all rosy. Most times, not that. For example, in my case, I finished my program 2015. I had to job hunt for 2 whole years. Yeah, I did that. Partly, as a female researcher, we have families to look after. So moving around so much for female in sciences is, I'll say, somehow hindering. So then I was looking for offers everywhere, even though I traveled for some to say, okay, let me see if I can actually sacrifice one or two things. But eventually I discovered that I don't think I could embark on that at some point. I got some offers, but the location actually hindered me, because it warrants me not staying with the family. Probably I'll just have to come back home for 1-2 days back at work, and I didn't think I wanted to settle for that at that point. So I had to wait for maybe better opportunities, and I would say I waited for 2 years before that came, before I got something that I feel is convenient for me. It's going to be convenient for my family, and proceed with my career at that point. So my post PhD journey, I got the job offer 2017, and ever since then I've been my best. It's been good. I've been contributing my quota to the field of microbiology research, teaching, and community service wherever I found myself. My previous job at IC University, I'm sure I made my impact felt there before joining the University of Ibadan. Now in this our field, we have been hearing it maybe in this this, let me say, Nigeria or Africa, I don't know, the motivation in terms of financial implication of job is usually not encouraging. I will put that out. It's not encouraging. thank God the government is looking at one or two things now to improve on that. Hopefully we'll get that soon. But researchers are supposed to be the brain behind, or the drive behind any government policy. But when we don't even have certain facilities to carry out this research, or you carry out this research, you're looking for funding to publish your findings, or you eventually get to publish your finding, and policymakers are just ignoring it's usually not the best. If you're a very creative person, I like working with my hands. I'm creative, so I usually say that if I'm not in science, I would have been an art person. I'm a creative person. I like making use of my hands to bring out products art. So I love baking. That's one hobby I have. I love baking. I make cakes, and commercially, I try to find the little time to squeeze out of tight research schedule. So I have that, and I'm not willing to let that go, because, like I said, it's not just a job or something. It's an hobby. It's a hobby that I've grown over the years. So when I say that's a hidden talent, it's not hidden because I feel it's out there. I put it out there. So a social person. My students, I'm not sure they'll be shocked at that. It's not a hidden talent. So I'm a social person. I like socializing, and I think it shows in my personality anyway. So thank you so much for having me. Once again, I am Dr. Abiola Oyinlola, a lecturer in the Department of Microbiology, University of Ibadan. It's good to have you. Thank you. Please do like, comment, and share the Voyage family. It's good to be with you. Thank you for having me.
That's the story. That is Dr. Oyinlola, and she has shared the story on the Voyage family. Hi, everyone. Remember, my name is Dr. E.T. Adishimoye, and I'm here to encourage that your PhD journey and your academic journey. And thank you so much. We are so grateful to have you here. Thanks so much for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. Thank you. So do not forget to share, comment, like, and encourage us in the comment section. Do you want her to be your mentor? Are you ready?
I am.
She is. So please, bye. See you later.